Alright, welcome everyone to episode 28 already of Wilderheim. It is day 3, and I have to get sailing. I'll explain as I start the adventure. Because today we're moving to the building world, which is this very world that I'm in right now. But I can't miss out on a single second here. I gotta get sailing while there's daylight, and it looks like we have beautiful weather today. So I don't want to get caught in the dark, because basically I have to be able to see, I have to be able to find my way to our ideal building location that we found many streams ago. So basically I just loaded up the same seed, and because I have maxed out padded armor and everything, we're kind of ready for Mistlands at this point. So I figured I'd start the building world. This is going to be the world where we will really emphasize the awesome builds, the homesteading, the adventure, all the fun stuff in Valheim that I just really enjoy personally. So I'm really excited. Really excited. So we're going to set C from here. This is where Borhaven was in the resource world. And I'll still be doing lots of trips back to resource world, both to get the stuff from there and bring it over to here, and also to do a lot of resource farming. Things like tar, things like silver, copper, anything that kind of destroys the world or requires a lot of exploration, so that in this world I can hopefully do a lot of the exploration kind of in the side-to-side region and leave the Ashlands and the deep north unexplored, so that we can hopefully have the update, because some of these builds I want to do and start kind of doing in this series may very well take us all the way up through Ashlands update, and I'm super excited. I really can't wait to really get on with the building in this game. It's my favorite thing. The beautiful sunrise this morning. Definitely a good day for sailing. We don't have wind, so I guess we'll see if it turns around, but I'm looking at a screenshot of the map from the other world, because this is the same seed like I mentioned, so that hopefully I can sail directly from the spawn over to our ideal building location that we found last time. And this waterway should take me through, because this is the same sailing route that we went all the way down toward the south with, where we set up with the resource world down here with the big log cabin and everything. So that's down here, and we're basically just going to turn left, and I think we can make it. It should just be open sea if I turn left at the end of this canal. That's the hope anyway. I guess we'll see. We are technically in the ocean, so I'm not sure what will happen with sea serpents, but I'm ready to take them out if I need to. And I suppose with that, welcome to all of you who can make it live, and if you couldn't make it live, then enjoy the replay as always. But I've got a bunch of food. I decided to bring over all the food, well, not all the food, but all the good food that I had, because I figured to get me on my feet a bit over here in this world until I get the farms going and I start building my first real house in this series, which is kind of crazy to think about. We're already on episode 28, and all I've really built is just that log cabin, little bit of Borhaven. I've got some really fun stuff planned that I've really wanted to do, and yeah, kind of excited. Yeah, we've got lots of good food. We've got the stuff to set up a portal when we reach our ideal location, because I did place a portal at spawn when I spawned in. We went ahead and just took out the Eikthyr boss because it was super close, super easy with some deer trophies. But then I will have to bring the trophies over from the other world and go ahead and hang those and see if it will register that we killed the bosses. I'm not really sure if I have to actually kill the boss or hang the trophy and it will still give me the raids. So if anyone knows the answer to that, let me know. I have not really tested it out yet. Either way, if we have to kill the bosses in this world, we will do that again. No big deal. I'll probably be farming them a lot anyway, just for the trophies, which look really cool. But let's see. I think I'm going to kind of drop it half sail, maybe full sail. I guess there is a bit of wind right now. And at the very least, I can get to the end of this canal, and then we can determine where to go from there. That hopefully should be pretty good. And then I've also filled the boat storage up, mostly with metal, So I brought over my iron, my black metal, some copper, and I think I only had like one piece of silver left, I can't remember. So I brought all the metal over, thinking that it would be useful for setting up things like the stone cutter, setting up the forge, and starting to upgrade that. All the necessities to begin the building. So that's kind of what I prioritized, and then we'll go back. We might even make a couple trips today back to the resource world, just to start transferring some stuff over, and it'll just be super exciting to finally kind of get our feet set in the world that we're really going to be spending a lot of time in. And I know a lot of strategy kind of goes into picking out the worlds, and the fact that I wanted to reset and use the same seed, but just for mostly building. And that's because a lot of these builds I have planned, I think will take a long time, like I've said. And I would hate to kind of have Ashlands and other things be explored too soon, and then not be able to have those updates later on. At least it just sets me up in case I do have this world through the updates. So that's what I like doing. I like having a resource world and a normal world that are both the same seed, so that I kind of can adventure as I would in any world, but just not explore things in the world that I'm spending more time in. So yeah, I think right here, we would normally go right there, because that's the Elder to our right, back behind us, behind that swamp. But I think if I go left here, this is where we want to be. So that's the plan. We'll go left, and I'm just hoping we can make it in daylight, and I can see where I'm going, and I hope we reach the shore. You know, if I keep pulling out my map, it looks, yeah, we're kind of headed right in this direction. So I think, yeah, it looks like there's nothing in our way if I just keep kind of turning left around this land mass. And, ooh, there is something in front of us. But I am seeing a little canal in between those two. And it looks like, based on my other map, that landmass to our right in front of us, is plains. That was the plains, one of the plains biomes, I think, that I accidentally set foot into from before. So I guess we'll see. I'll just try to sail between these two. I haven't been on this side of it, obviously, before. Yeah, we'd essentially be heading down here, and that's where our old spot is. But we want to be going, like, yeah, up here somewhere. So that's the hope, anyway. And we do have wind. This is definitely a good sign. Happy about that. It's not much. It would be better to have like a direct tailwind, but we're still moving. Still moving in the open waters here. I love how much ocean there is in this seed. And as always, the seed is in the description. It's still the same seed. So for those of you who want to check that out and do a world like this for yourselves, definitely feel free to do so. Because we've already found that old location where we were before is such a good one. It's got pretty much all the biomes there, and I love spots like that. The trader was down there, so I will, yeah, I'm debating. I might try to find the trader somewhere in this area, a little closer to spawn if I can. I'm gonna try to like explore all the Black Forest around here, because, as I said with the other building world, I don't really want to be going that far toward the Ashlands just to get to the trader, especially if I'm not building down there. Okay, yeah, so that is plains to our right, so let's try to get by that without causing disaster. I'm only on 24 health, but I don't really want to eat all my food just yet. Alright, we should get by. If I just keep the boat moving, it looks like that's a big landmass. We kind of just have this canal. We'll just take this for a while, because ideally we want to just keep trying to turn left at every chance we get. But I think this will get us there. We're trying to just take a good direct route, and I think this will do it for us. I think if I just keep chilling on this canal for a bit, let's see. That should get us to the spot we want. It's nice to be sailing again, too. I can't wait to do more sailing and more fishing in Valheim. Again, haven't really dove into that just yet. Is that a sea serpent ahead? Thought I saw something. I don't know. Maybe not. My eyes are playing tricks on me. There's like a little tiny landmass very far off and to the right, but I don't think that's where we want to be. I think I just want to keep trying to hug the shore of this landmass to our left right now. And then, let's see, where are we relative to the map? Yeah, we want to be like up here. So I feel like, I don't know, I feel like we're getting closer anyway. We're definitely making good progress. Always love how fast the longship moves along. Yeah, if a serpent comes, we will just get the bow ready and take it out. Eat a stamina food or something. That'll work. Alright, yeah, looks like we can keep turning left a little more. We're almost about to not have wind. So I don't want to go too far left yet, because we still have a little bit of wind. I guess we'll see. We might run out of wind again. Yeah, it's starting to change a little bit. Yeah, I think if I just go left up here, or just keep kind of slowly turning left. So it looks like that landmass starts to curve around that way, so this could be good for us. Alright. And we are out of wind. Ooh, Leviathan! Look at that! That's pretty cool. I didn't know we had one all the way out here. I'll have to come back and get that. My inventory is packed full, except for this one Desquito needle. I suppose I don't really need that, but either way, I'll be too heavy if I take out the Leviathan right now. So we're just gonna go ahead and mark that for now with a big L, so that at least I know it's there. And we'll just keep sailing. And we got most of the chitin stuff that I wanted. I think I'll probably just be letting my brother know that the Leviathan is there for when he comes on next. Because we already got the Abyssal Razor, we got the Abyssal Harpoon. Those were kind of the main things I wanted. Although I think there's a few other things you can do with chitin. I can't really remember off the top of my head, but... Oh yeah, we're making good progress. It's gonna be like right up in here somewhere. So I'm hoping we went the right way and we're gonna hit the right spot. That's gotta be a sea serpent off in the distance there. See those two little scales pointing out of the water? Can't really point. Yeah, there they are. Right on my crosshair, those little scales. It's gotta be a serpent. Unless that's just something sticking out of the water, but it's so nice that we have so much ocean here for serpent hunting. So that will be super beneficial. But yeah, that's gotta be a serpent. So if it starts coming after me, I will get ready to take it out. But for now, I think we're safe. I think we're far enough away to where it's not going to get too aggroed. Actually not sure what my graphics are as well. I just want to see. I've got... Alright, draw distance, level of detail. I've got it set to high, but it's not like the highest setting yet. But I'm still surprised at how far away we can see things. And they did tweak that as well with the new public test update. Being able to kind of render things better without so much lag, depending on what you want your settings to be, which is definitely pretty cool. Alright, now we're gonna go... Yeah, we're gonna start turning left here. And hopefully we'll make it. We're about that... Oh no, we're almost that halfway. So yeah, it's gotta be right up in here. I remember it was about halfway in between the spawn and the edge of the island. I swear I spent like almost an hour just looking at the map from the other world, determining how I was gonna get here, and hoping for a nice day so that we didn't have a storm or something to where I couldn't see where I was going. But we're lucky so far. I think we're on a homeward stretch. I can't see anything in front of us. So until we come across that little landmass, I think we're pretty good to go. I definitely could use some wind right now, that's for sure. Because it's definitely evening. The sun will set soon, but I think it'll be light for at least a while because of the fact that I just have ocean behind me, so it's not like it's going to start setting behind a mountain or anything to where it'll get dark too soon. I did not bring my diverger circlet though, so I guess we'll stay in the ocean. If it gets night on us and I'm not sure where I'm going, I'll just stop the boat. Maybe we'll park to the left there toward that landmass. That'll probably be the plan. Because that'll always be there, I think. Well, we'll see. It kind of looks like it disappears over here, but I don't think I want to go left after here. I think I want to just keep going straight. Because I feel like I'm headed in the right direction if I just keep going here. So the other map kind of has my route to get to the island was like here, and then it came down. So I think it's just ocean between me and the land I want to build on. I think that's it, which is exciting. I think we'll make it. And we have a little bit of wind, so I'm going to drop the sail for a little bit. See if we'll speed up just a tiny bit here. Although I have to keep turning, like, out of the wind. I suppose the longship is still moving along at a good speed. I think we're still faster than the raft, even without the sail on the raft lowered, so... yeah. It's pretty... Longship's pretty fast by itself. Yeah, we gotta turn out of the wind a little bit. So I might be going too far left. Yeah, I gotta keep heading straight. Somewhere right in here. Looks like we have some mountains there to our left up ahead. So I guess we'll see what those are. That's too close though to be where I want to build. I think our spot is like up here a little farther. But the spot we want definitely has mountains, so that might be it. I'll go closer to it and see. But it looks like those mountains are a little too tall compared to the other spot we wanted. And it looks like the shoreline is not, yeah, we don't have the black forest there in front the way we do with the other spot. So I think that was close, but it's not the place. And hey, we've got wind now. So hopefully we'll make it. I think we just gotta sail past here. Yeah, that's not the place. I might be like totally lost. Totally in the wrong place, I don't know. I'll always do this where I'll like look at the map and try to get somewhere or something and just... Yeah, because the other place didn't have swamp right there, so this is definitely a separate island or something. So I'm hoping it's not too... that kind of worries me, because we're starting to near the spot where we were. Maybe it's over here? Or maybe it's over here. I think it's over here. So I think if I just keep staying on course here, then we'll be okay. Because yeah, that does look like a relatively small island there, which actually looks kind of nice. Looks like we got some plains, mountains, some swamp. But it doesn't look too big in terms of the swamp and such. I think I still like the other spot better. Yeah, look at this. It's so nice being like in a spot where you can finally see sunsets and everything. And as I said in the very first stream, but the stream where I found the piece of land over here, how one of the biggest determining factors for where I'm gonna build is the lighting. I really like to build in a spot that can have really nice sunrises, really nice sunsets, to where you can just chill out on the ocean like this late into the evening, do some fishing, stuff like that. It makes it really fun. Alright, so that's that island. I'm just hoping that oh, I see land ahead. I see land. Very, very faded, but I see some. That might be it. It's kind of two lumps, but there was a second mountain behind the other one, so maybe I'm just looking at it from a weird angle. But I guess we'll have to see as we get closer. We're gonna arrive at nighttime, there's no doubt about that, but that's alright. I'm totally geared up enough. Even if that biome is not meadows, I'm geared enough to spend the night in the plains biome if I have to. I just haven't eaten anything yet. Which maybe it would be a good idea to do, because I'm not rested. And I suppose it would probably be a good idea to eat up fairly soon. Uh-oh. Is the weather gonna start getting all foggy on me? Yeah, it's getting a little foggy. Alright, let's just keep for that land. I think that's where I'll try to either spend the night or stop the boat near. Because I'm not positive if that's where we want to be or not. So I think I'm going to make a really slow approach here. I'm going to drop the sail and we're just going to really scope it out a little bit because I'm not sure if that's where we want to be. But that is kind of in the right spot actually, as I'm looking at the map here. About halfway in between the spawn and the edge. Alright, fingers crossed. Okay, it's Black Forest. I think that's the one. I think we sailed to the tip of this Black Forest here, and that's where we sailed to last time in the other world. This is gonna be the spot. Yeah, I don't have wind anymore anyway, so it's good. I'm just making a slow approach. We'll see if this is the spot. I mean, it looks like it. We've got mountains over there. And we've got Black Forest up ahead. So this may very well be what we're looking for. Yep. A little tiny Black Forest island right in front of it. This has got to be the spot. Alright. Well, that was easier than I thought. Oh my gosh! Hang on a second. That's the trader. We came close enough to a trader. If this is the spot, you guys, if this is the spot, and that's where the trader ended up being on this world, because the trader can spawn in multiple areas. And whichever one you discover first is where the trader is gonna be. That's essentially how it works in Valheim. And I would be so lucky. It looked like, yeah, I think this is the spot. This is where we were last time in the other world, where I really liked it. So I'll do some exploring in the daylight, but either way, I'm happy with the trader being there, because I know our spot is around here somewhere. I'm, like, really happy that the trader's there. That could not have been more perfect. Yeah, literally could not have been more perfect. Because it spawns down here, and I guess if you guys do this route, and this is the spot where we're building, then it'll spawn up here too. So, you guys should really play this, seed. Every single time I do a stream, I find something more about this seed that I just fall in love with. So amazing. Alright. I think this is it. I think we parked the boat right up there on the other world, so I'm going to stop there for the night. Either way. Because it's getting a little dark. I hope I don't smash into a bunch of rocks. It's not too dark though, like we're getting really lucky with the weather here. I'm very happy, which is also the case, usually you have pretty good weather the first few days that you are in a world. So I think that's what's happening for us. We're getting pretty lucky with the weather here. And it'll probably start raining in the next, I don't know, 7 days-ish. But I guess we'll see. Sometimes Valheim can be nice for a long time, sometimes it can be really rainy and dreary and not so nice for a long time. Alright, I think this is the spot, you guys. So I'm gonna get off. We're just gonna pop a wolf skewer for now and take care of these Greydars. There's probably gonna be a troll. Oops. Come here, you little guy. So nice just being able to one-shot everything with the porcupine. Clear out the area. Obviously, when I settle in the Black Forest, I'm not gonna be using armor this crazy good or weapons this good. I'll go back to my troll hide. But for now, at least we can clear out the area. I think, yeah, this is where we want to be. Yeah, it is. Look at that. Right ahead. This is the stone structure that we placed the portal in from last time. It's in a slightly different orientation. But that's okay. Oops, alright. Looks like we're gonna have quite the fest on us. Oh no, my stamina. There we go. There's a great arc brute over there. I don't know, I might eat a piece of bread, at least through the night. I'm gonna do that. Got plenty of bread. Give us maybe a little more stamina. Yep, there's the brute. Ooh. Gosh, I love the porcupine just one-shots the brute on a parry. That's amazing. So yeah, another thing for Valheim seeds is each time you, like, if you play the same seed, what I've noticed, locations like a stone structure like this have the potential to spawn in any orientation. So I think in the other, in the resource world, this stone structure was spawned, I think, 45 degrees, in a different, like, orientation, because we had the opening, like, over here, toward the mountains there, instead of over here. So that's just something for you guys to, like, take note of in terms of, like, loading a seed, that pre-generated structures definitely have the potential. They'll always be in the same spot in each seed, but they have the potential to be oriented in a different direction, depending on, you know, yeah, it's just random for each time you load the seed. So yeah, this is where our portal was last time. And you know what? I'm thinking maybe I'll put the portal here again. I've got the stuff in my inventory to do the portal. Actually, I need to go grab the Surtling cores, but I can get those. I've got some of those in the boat. And I guess while we're at it, I could show you guys what I brought along in the boat. And man, we've got a lot of wood and resin. This is good. We'll get started. Putting some torches, getting situated here. I guess I would have preferred to get that boat a little closer. I can't believe that if this is like actually serious and the trader's like right up that hill, that's gonna be awesome. So yeah, this is what we got. Yeah, one piece of silver, I was right. One piece of silver, we've got some bronze, some copper, a little bit of tin, bunch of black metal, because I figured I'll just bring all the black metal over that I had. And then I can make black metal chests, and that's how I can kind of bring my resources over, deposit them, stuff like that. So I hope I brought over the right stuff. A little bit of stone, a little bit of wood to get me started building something rudimentary in here. Before we find our perfect building location for the first setup, I guess. And I guess while it's night, of course I could like place a simple bed, but I think I'll just talk about the plans in terms of what I want in terms of starting building. So I think what I really want to do is make a really cute little fishing cottage near the water in this area, literally in this area in the Black Forest. So we have the beautiful sunsets, we can see the moon the whole time, we've got a ton of ocean to go out serpent hunting and fishing, all these nice shallow waters in here to be able to do other fishing, little stuff with the raft, all these little rocks to kind of hop between. It's just a beautiful spot. So I want to do a cute little Black Forest cottage here with some fishing docks and things like that. And but then for the main base, for like my big end game everything base, I want to start by doing that in the plains. The biggest reason for that, I know the environment can be a little iffy, but the biggest reason for the plains biome is that we can farm absolutely everything except for the mage caps and Jotun puffs, which we have to farm in the Mistlands. But other than that, we can plant all the trees in the plains biome. We can farm carrots, onions, turnips in the plains biome. We can farm flax and barley. There's wind for the windmill to be working. And it just makes sense to really set up a massive... Ooh, look at that, there's a fish. I'm not going to be able to get it, though. You know what? Let me make a wood stack. Fish are just never miss an opportunity to get a straggler. There we go. So level 1 is level 1. That's okay. Hey, it's daytime now. Perfect. So yeah, I think the plains biome will really be perfect for all of those needs. And then I can, yeah, I can set up camp over there. I'd like to build like a big medieval pirate-themed like area in the plains. I want to have a beautiful farm with a area for locks to be in, so I can start taming the locks over there. I just want, yeah, I might do a lot of terraforming, build up some really, just make the location really beautiful. Kind of similar landscape to what I did in my Let's Play series with the very last episodes, I guess, that were out of that really big plains endgame fortress that I built, except I'm not going to go that big. We're going to focus more on cozy, livable feel in this series, which I personally really enjoy as well. So it's going to be endgame compatible, but very well thought out. We're going to go at a slow pace so that you guys can follow along with a lot of the building and things. I'm already having some requests again to do some building tutorials on more specific things, and as things pop up in this series, I'll definitely be doing a lot of those tutorials as well, if you guys request them. But yeah, with that said, this is definitely the spot. We've got the sunrise popping up right over there. Got this beautiful outcropping of rocks, a nice little lake in here. It's just a beautiful waterfront area. So beautiful. It doesn't get hilly too fast. It gets hilly way back there, but we have all this property to work with. It is just literally in the perfect spot, so pretty happy about that. But with that, I think I am debating... Alright, so let's place the portal. Because at the very least I can do that, and I'll just do it by the boat here. Yeah, I think, or yeah, maybe on this rock outcropping here. So let me go grab some Surtling cores. And we can go ahead and pop that down. Let's see, I think I just needed 2 Surtling cores, but I think I'll trade my... yeah, my fish, and I'll bring the Surtling cores. We'll go ahead and put that portal down. And I'll just put it, yeah, right over here. Seems like a good spot for it. And I'll probably be moving it, everything like that eventually, but let's see. Alright, I need to put up a workbench first. Crafting, I will need some of that wood that I dropped. Alright, we're gonna have to trade a Death Skeeto needle for some wood, because I have some wood in the boat here. So I'll just do that before I go ahead and break the wood pile that I brought over. There we go. And we can still carry it. That's good. Perfect. Alright, workbench. And portal. Gotta have, there it is. Okay, it's always so dark and hard to see. Oh, I'm surprised we can place it like half into the rock like that. Interesting. Well, I guess we'll put it right there. I have to tag it spawn. And it should connect to our portal over by the spawn. There we go, look at that. So now we can, if we're bringing resources over from the other world and we want to hang trophies, activate boss powers, everything like that, it's always good to have a portal to spawn. It's just always what I'll be doing. And with that, I am going to, let's see here. I'm gonna deposit some of my more valuable stuff, I guess. And we can set out and find a spot in the plains biome that I really like. And I'm not in a rush. I am definitely not in a rush to, like, determine anything right now. Because I really am going to be spending a lot of time at this building location. Probably hundreds of hours. Doing some really cool stuff. I'm hoping that in this series I'll be, like, really maxing out my potential with my survival builds. Yeah, I'm just excited. I'm excited to get started. And we'll see what we get in the episode here. If we go back to the resource world, bring some more stuff over or not. Actually, let's go see where this trader is before I do anything else. Seems, yeah, I think it's like, if it's right up this hill, this would be so awesome. I could do like a windy path up the hill, and we'll come across the trader. Yep, look at that. He's right up there ahead. We've even got spawners. We've got one here. One on a little island, like kind of straight ahead and to the left up there. Yeah, look at that. What a cool spot for the trader, too. Kind of overlooking the Black Forest there. Such a nice spot. It's like we've got this... Oh, this is so perfect. Let's give him some wood in his fire. You deserve it. You popped up in the perfect spot, so I'm gonna give you some wood in your fire. Alright. Yeah, that is awesome. What a perfect spot for the trader. Such a cool spot. I can't believe it. It's literally right there. And then, like, we've got all this Black Forest to be exploring in and everything. And then right up ahead there is the mountains, which I know we can't see super clearly yet. But as we knew from before, if I picked the right spot, which I'm pretty sure I did, then, yep, there they are. Right up ahead there. You can kind of see the white. So those are the mountains, and look at all this Black Forest we have to romp around in, to hunt in, to farm wood in. I mean, it's so perfect. It's just gonna really suit our needs. A lot more level and explorable than the other spots. I just feel like we have a little more landmass to work with here in one place. Lots of mushrooms, blueberries. This is great. I'm actually gonna mark this mushroom spot. I usually wouldn't mark a mushroom spot in the Black Forest, but there are 3 of them. And there may actually be more. There's 1, 2, 3. Which for a Black Forest is definitely not bad. So we're gonna go ahead and mark that, just so I start picking out locations for where the food is gonna come from. Yep, there's the mountains. Ooh, we got skeletons. Which means there's a burial chamber up here some. Yep, there it is. Look at that. That means we mark that as well. That'll be the yellow mushrooms. Surtling cores will be in there. Cool. Alright. I love how it's like right below the mountain there too. Kinda nice. And yeah, there's our mountain. Our nice flat mountain biome. Or not super flat. I mean, you still gotta like hike up it a little bit, but once you get to the top, it's a beautiful mountain biome. Really, really great for building. So, come next Christmas season and winter and stuff, we'll be doing lots of cool Christmas village builds up here, cozy cabins, things like that. That'll be a lot of fun. And then be able to just like ride the locks right from there down into the Black Forest village there. And then the plains were right around the corner here. And this is where I wanted to do, because there's plains. So there's plains. Oh yeah, see, it already showed up on the map. There's a little bit of plains here, and then there's plains over here. So I think I'll probably build something over here. My brother might build something over here. I was talking to him about it a bit before. And then we can kind of travel between the two and be a direct sailing distance to Mistlands, which will be in this region. Which will be a lot of fun. So I guess we'll walk the perimeter of this mountain biome here. Gosh, what a beautiful spot. I love how that Black Forest just kind of feathers into it. Ooh, another mushroom spot with a lot of mushrooms, actually. That's very worthwhile. Super great to find these things in the Black Forest and not only in the Meadows biome, for example. And there's our plains. So in there, I think, is where I'm gonna scope out our spot. Ooh, man, that mace had a lot of reach there. That's good. Ooh, goodness, I was not expecting the Death Eater. Let's get him out. I went a little too close to plains, didn't I? Without being prepared enough. Oh no, I still didn't get him out. Come on, little guy. I gotta be like on top of the hill so that I have enough leverage. There we go. And that's kind of... Oh, good. I can pick it up. Yay. Okay, so yeah, we got plains down there. Not too far off. And a fueling camp. Oh, no. Oh, shoot. Another one. Alright, we're gonna eat another wolf skewer. Just to boost health a little bit here. Take this guy out. Alright, there we go. So there is a fueling camp there, which we kind of saw in the distance from before. So that's a big one. We'll definitely probably have to be taking that out soon. Ooh, I love this spot. Oh my gosh. This is such a cool spot for like a little outpost or something. A little burial chamber near the edge of the plains. That is awesome, actually. That's pretty cool. Alright, we're gonna mark that. And just start really exploring our island here. Look at those plains. Beautiful. Nice and flat and level. Awesome spot to start farms. And they're pretty large as well. I think we'll have plenty of room on this island to have fun riding locks around and good stuff like that. But I want the plains base to be pretty near the water, so I think we're gonna go like up there. Of course, so that we can have a port and everything like that, and not be too landlocked for our main base in terms of sailing places and bringing resources places. It would just make sense to try to build the main structures. Yep, there's some locks right over there. Makes sense to build the main structures a little closer to the land. So that's what I'm gonna go after. Got some black soup as well, and we've got a lot of good food. It'll get us by for a while. Oop. Some feelings. I'm just gonna eat those, just so we got a lot more health. Looks like it's just one. Hopefully. Alright. There we go. Oh, I really want that black metal. We're gonna trade my Great R5s for that black metal scrap. Everything I can get right now when it comes to metals and stuff like that for building. So let's see here. This spot actually isn't half bad. Right here by the edge of the water. This is definitely not the worst spot. We've got some cloudberries here, which I could definitely preserve and save. It's close to the Black Forest, so that I can just kind of hop right over there. Grab some... Oh, we've got another fueling somewhere. Where are you, buddy? Oh, there they are. There's two of them. Oh, it's a 1-star. Oh, easy work. Ooh, more coins. I want the coins. I'm gonna trade the resin for the coins. Alright, I'm gonna have to start setting up some chests here soon. Ooh, it got us that time. Cool. Alright, already 4 black metal scraps, 18 coins, and we've just set foot on this plains. That's a good sign. I also like how there's like a little creek there. It kind of is naturally giving us some good landscape vibes, if you will. I might even get rid of this rock, and we've got, yeah, I could kind of do some farms out back here. We could do a nice little harbor right here. For the boats, just something nice like right down here. Yeah, this could really work. This could really work well. It's a little like steep here, but again, I could do a lot of terraforming to make it how I want eventually. But I'm debating now, where would the main house be? Because I guess my priority to start with obviously would be to create the main building. The main building with a nice cellar for a big storage room. We're gonna really start thinking long-term here. Yeah, this is beautiful. The trader's right there. I still can't believe it. I might even leave this rock here if I could. I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll see how things go. But I'm debating if the main building should go here, or if the main building should go... It probably should go here. Although it's a little close to Black Forest in terms of like Great Orcs always coming along and throwing rocks at stuff, but I could always do a little wall there bordering the Black Forest. It's the nice thing about plains as well is it's got some deadly stuff in it in terms of like the logs and and stuff like that, but like they'll just mind their own business if you're minding your business. Whereas the Greatars are just always coming after my house. They're always chucking rocks at it. So I kind of don't want to be like crazy in the Black Forest with my big builds. This will be harder to keep up with all the repairs, but I'm debating there or like a little higher up, like here. I'm kind of thinking up here. That would allow us a little more room in terms of just a little setback from the water. That way I could like build a nice little path coming down here. We could have our little workshop over here, or who knows. And then like, yeah, the main house could be here. And then we could have a bunch of farms. Trying to debate where those would go now. Ooh, I don't really want to aggro the locks. Not right now, not right now. So yeah, I really am debating. Like here, ooh! Alright, good. Another Deathsquito. Jeez, these things, okay. So we clearly have a Deathsquito spawn spot over here somewhere, so I will have to like place some workbenches down to stop that from happening, because this is where we want to build. But, so that's good to take note of. Oh, I really am debating. On this little hill... Actually, this little hill is kind of nice, because it's kind of a high spot, and then we could have a lower spot right in here for the farms. Even more cloudberries right here, so... that could be worthwhile. That really could be worthwhile. Because yeah, as we get higher up on the hill here, it kind of feels weird to not be on the high ground, I guess. Although again, I could do terraforming. I am kind of feeling like this right here is the spot. Right here. And I can do the terraforming to make it fit my needs. And be the way I'd like it to be. But this feels good, because it's just, yeah, slightly set back from the water, yet close enough to where a harbor would end up working out really well. And then we could use this little hill for like either a lighthouse or I don't know, something cool. A nice little like campfire area over here. Just trying to do a lot of planning out. That Lox is like, don't get too close. Don't get too close to this side of the plains. I'll be farming you soon, Lox, just not right now. It's already almost evening again. See, we're already taking a whole Valheim day just to plan the area. But that's what we're doing here on a Saturday evening for me. And of course, most of you guys are probably out at work or spending time with your families. I'll probably get a bunch of people watching the replay of this one. But welcome to the, what does it look like? I think 8 or 9 people watching. Hope you guys are enjoying your day so far. Yeah, I like this area. I actually do. And there's all these like red flowers here, which is actually, I like that as well. I don't like, that's part of why I don't want to build here, because there's all these like little red flowers here. So I am thinking right on this like little lump right here would be kind of the center of a bigger build. Set back enough from the Black Forest. So we're gonna go ahead and mark this area here. I might move it a little bit depending, but I will leave the name up to chat to figure out. Anyone can comment what they think the name of the big endgame plains villa should be. Again, I'm going very medieval, sort of pirate, steampunk themed, I guess, for this build. Or series of builds. So I'm not entirely sure yet. I'll probably think of something cool if nobody else can, but I know you guys have been like naming every other build that I've done, so you guys can think of names. I'll be doing a lot of builds and starting soon, so yeah, I like this spot up here. I really do. In the meantime, though, I'm debating whether or not I should start building a little Black Forest cabin just to settle in at that has a crafting bench and stuff like that. Yeah, a crafting bench and a forge. Just so I can stay on top of upgrades and whatnot. Gosh, I do love this little spot here, though. It should be perfect for what I want to do. Let me get up on this rock so I can actually just get a little farther of a look to it. I think that could be perfect. Because, yeah, right here... Well, actually, I don't know. This spot is really cool, too. And if I build right here, I could have, like, a series of docks, kind of staggering down this mound here until it finally links with the harbor. That could actually be amazing. Okay, we're going here. We're going here. After thinking about those docks and things. And this is already kind of mounded up, which would mean more, or it'll mean a little less terraforming. Because for the terraforming for this, I'm gonna be doing a good-sized basement. And then building the house on top of that. That should end up working. And Motney, welcome in. Glad to see you again. Or I guess not see you. See your chat. But yeah, I think right here on this little mound. It's definitely gonna be a debate, but I think this is gonna be the spot. Because then as we go back that way, we've got farms and everything like that. We've got a cool little like beach place right here. Where we could kind of like, yeah, I don't know, do some terraforming over here and be able to kind of walk out toward the water. Let's go ahead and eat another bread since we're in the plains at night. And this could be kind of cool. We could have some little dock houses, or just get rid of this hump altogether and do like a cool harbor in this area. Okay, I'm not entirely sure yet, but I'm liking this lump here, just for the fact that we could do some really epic docks that kind of stagger downward into the water. That could just be so cool if I really got fancy with some builds like that. Finally getting a chance to see the stream for more than 5 minutes. Oh, I do remember you've been coming toward the end of a lot of them. But yeah, definitely. We're planning to go for quite a while longer. We got at least another hour. But yeah, we're doing the big move today from the resource world to our building world, where we can really settle down at, have a lot of fun, and just start settling in with the series. So I'm debating where the big end game, you know, base should be. Now I'm kind of ready for that, and I definitely want it to be in the plains. I feel like this spot, it could also be over there on that little, like, this little lump of grass. Or not really lump of grass, that little mound there. Yeah, it could kind of be right here as well. This isn't a bad spot. It kind of mounds up a little. It feels too, like, out there, though. I like how that little spot there... Alright, we're gonna make a sacrifice here. We are gonna say, like, if I step over here and just see how it feels, it doesn't feel as good as the place over there. And I think that's because the place over there is just more forested. I like how it kind of backs up to the Black Forest. We can get our core wood, all that good stuff. And I get that some Greydors will find their way out and start chucking rocks at my building, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. And for the most part, we've got some plains here. And I think this is definitely just a beautiful spot in general. Gonna be right near this creek. And I'm nestled in here. I like that. So with that, I think this chunk of land here, this is where we're gonna set up. I think that's gonna be the place. So with that, I think I will remove this big rock, because I can't have it here. Yeah, I can't have it here. That's the bottom line. It'll have to go, because this will be... Yeah, see, there's a great offer already. They get aggroed from so far away, which is kind of crazy. But if all I gotta do is just, again, do a little terraforming, I can raise the rest of the land up to the highest point right here, and then dig the basement in it, which will end up working really well. Actually, for the basement, let's do a little bit of planning here. I'm gonna place a workbench there, and we're just gonna go ahead and use... Oh my gosh, see, these guys are gonna be after my building every single night, chucking rocks at it. Okay, I don't like that. But see, nothing comes in from the plains. I mean, a Desquito here and there, but they're not gonna bother me if I'm inside and not showing or something. They just don't get aggro the same way Greydors do. So, I still really like this spot though, but I do feel like it's a little cliffy here. So I am kind of still debating if the cliffy feeling is is what I want. I think it is. I could definitely... I like having the high ground, at least a little bit. Let's just see what else is in the Black Forest, like right near the edge here. If it's just a few Greydars, I could deal with that. Again, we could get a Ballista in here and have it put the Greydorf trophy in it. Just have it target absolutely every Greydorf that it finds every night, and I'll be safe. I'll have no need to worry about Greydorfs coming and invading my house. Ooh, we got another barrel chamber over here. That's nice. It's pretty close. Alright, let's go ahead and mark that. There we go. Alright, so we'll come out more to the edge. Yeah, this rock is gonna have to go. But this wouldn't be too bad. I could definitely raise a bit of the land, and we wouldn't have too big an issue. I could even kind of do it slightly set back into the Black Forest here and raise a bit of the land so that we kind of have a natural defense of a hill kind of right in this area where it's kind of shallow. Yeah, because they're just making their way up here. This is where they want to come in from. So if I kind of fix this section, made it a little bit higher, I think that's what we'd want. Yeah, I think that would be good. So I guess with that, I might sail the boat over to this section. I could go ahead and plant a few resources for, or a couple chests down so that we can go ahead and start depositing stuff, and I might make another trip back to the world to start grabbing more stone in particular so we can start with some terraforming. Because yeah, I don't have any... I think I've got like 50 stone in the chest over there. So let's make it back to the boat, at the very least. And we can sail that back over here. Yeah, there's a lot of these guys. Greydars are everywhere. Alright, come on. There we go. Yeah, I don't really want to be doing that every single night like I have to at the other place. And the other place, I even have a whole wall around it and everything, and they still want to get in. Those little buggers are really feisty. So we'll see. I think I'll wait for day again. We'll get the boat over there, deposit the stone, and go back to the other world and grab some more of our stone. Get started on the terraforming. I think that's a good plan. There we go. Maybe I could bring over some more resources while I'm at it. Like I said, I could go ahead and throw a couple chests down over at the other spot there. So let's go ahead and sail this guy over to the plains biome there. So yeah, we've got some wood. We've got some stuff to get started with, that's for sure. But I think we'll get at least a foundation for the area thrown up pretty quick. It shouldn't take us too long to get a foundation in place. For the main house anyway. I'm thinking for the main house structure, if any of you are keeping up to date with my community section of the channel, I posted a little concept build that I did a couple days ago of a really steep roofed house. It's kind of a rickety fishing hut vibe is what it gave me, but that kind of that medieval look that I kind of want to go for. So I think I'll be using a lot of inspiration from that build to kind of influence what I'm going to be doing in the plains here for the main structure. I'm just going to do a lot more terraforming around it and really make it feel like it just fits right in with the landscape. So that's kind of my goal. There we go. Now we're a little closer. And I've got the stone right in here. So I think it's just black metal and wood for black metal chests, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think I can carry... Yeah, I can't carry 30 at once. Let's try... Let's try that. I'm still carrying too much. All the way up at 565. Wow, okay. So, I'm gonna have to somehow, like... Yeah, let's throw up a wood chest right by the water here for now. And... Actually, I'll have to go put it up here, because I've got the workbench up there. And yeah, just right there by the workbench. And I can throw a few of my things in there. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put the sausages in. Stuff that weighs a lot, I guess. Not that food really weighs much, but... That'll work. And now I can get some of that black metal and just do like a really big chest. And hopefully that'll be good for... There we go. Depositing some stuff in. I think all we need is the... What do we need? We need the workbench. Ah, some tar. We needed the tar for that. Let's go grab the stack of tar. I don't think I'll be able to fit all the tar in my inventory. But, yeah, I will. Because I'm just carrying 10 black metal, so that'll work. Alright. Black metal chest. There we go. This is actually the first black metal chest I'm making. So, awesome. Alright. And with that, I won't be needing the cultivator for a while. My tar, my black metal. I'll just start putting a bunch of some of my food. Got 2 stacks of those. Yeah, I can just start stacking it up with some things. Don't need Frostner at the moment. Just so that we could carry some more things over from the other world. So I think what I'm going to try to do is just load my inventory with stone. So actually, yeah, let's just empty, like, every possible thing that I can. I don't want those in my inventory at the moment. So let's put the wood away. Put a stack of wolf skewers away. And yeah, we'll just get all the wood we can. Just put all my tools away. Blood pudding, bread. Alright, that should be quite a bit of stone that we can come over with. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna fill up. Let's just go and put everything I don't need away. So a couple stacks of arrows. Okay, that should be a lot of stone that I could bring on over. So let's log off here. And let's go to the other world and grab some stone. And I could start terraforming. I'm really excited. So excited to really start the building side of things. So we want the Wilderheim with 2 M's. There we go. Perfect. So I should just be able to go to the stone chest and fill my inventory right up. I know stone is an easy thing to mine, but I have so much extra over here. I may as well just bring some of it over. So as you see, we pretty much brought everything from the metal chest over. I don't got anything from in the middle here. So those are empty. Got all that stuff over at the other place. And what did I want? I wanted a bunch of stone. So we're just gonna... Oh, looks like we got some stone there. We're just gonna take all this. Or as much of it as I can hold anyway in the inventory. I know I'm carrying too much. It's okay though. Just gonna make the transfer to the other world. Alright, yeah, we'll be able to take all of it, pretty much anyway. And this is all just from great orbs over like the last little bit of time. We've had so many of them. Yeah, may as well grab a couple stacks of wood as well. There we go. That feels good. That'll get us by for some terraforming for quite a while. But yeah, I haven't even mined any one of those stones that you just saw in my inventory. That's all just from killing all the great orbs that bother me every single night at that log cabin base, which is kind of hilarious. So we're just gonna go back into our regular world, the building world now. Get all that stone over. So I guess I could thank the Great Ores for that, but I don't want them to keep doing that. Gonna end up with way too much stone. And also, if I remove that big rock that's in the way of where I want to build, that's gonna help a whole lot too. Alright, here we go. Perfect. So we've got all of our stone here. Let's just start emptying it until I'm not carrying too much. I'll put the hoe back in my inventory because I don't need that, or I will need it for the terraforming. Alright. I should be getting close. There we go. Now I've got the perfect amount. Carry another stack of 50. Yeah, there we go. That's what I want. Alright. So this is the spot, I think. It's a very lovely spot to really get building. And I actually do. I do like it being relatively close to the Black Forest because, yeah. I am still debating going a little higher on the map. Right up here, but I think I'm pretty content with having more of a water's edge section here. So yeah, let's go ahead and, gosh, it's hard. It's always hard to start the terraforming for such a big build. I think I'm gonna go ahead and start removing that rock. I think this is my decision. I want to be right over here as close to possible, sailing distance from the Mistlands. We want to be relatively close. It's close to the trader, close to the mountains. I do like this spot. I really do. I could definitely go a little more up here, but it's not bad. And that, yeah, if I'm on kind of this high spot here, it'll allow for all that to be farmland, which is good. I like that. So yeah, we shall get to mining. Let's grab the pickaxe. Alright. And breaking ground begins. Definitely, I have to just be positive that I want this stone gone. Yeah, I think I really do. This is like such a good plot of land. It's beautiful. I could totally see like planting some nice trees around it, making a little feature at that stream. Yeah, if I envision the final like thing in my mind, which I'm sort of okay at doing sometimes, then I can definitely see where I want to go with it. So we're going to empty all those so that we can carry all the stone from here. And we're officially breaking ground. Alright. Get this big rock taken care of. That's going to give us a ton of stone. Oh yeah. I got 36 from that. This rock alone will do like... It'll be all the terraforming we'll need. Ooh, we've got like... Alright. Cool. I don't want to accidentally whack the ground just yet. I just want to remove what's sticking up above ground of this rock here. And here you guys will be able to witness a little bit of kind of what goes... Ooh, this is kind of cool. We got a little cave house. Put a little shelter and a bed in here for now. I could actually do that. Maybe I'll leave that to be for now. You guys can kind of see what goes into the terraforming. I spend so much time terraforming for my builds to really create the right environment. I think this is going to be a great spot. And again, I'll just kind of try to rush getting a foundation up fairly soon. Just so that I've got a spot to put my storage, to at least know kind of where I'm about to build, have a little spot to throw the workbench up and the forge and throw a bed up, stuff like that. Yeah, good stuff like that. Hey, Kongveal! Welcome, welcome. Great stream earlier, by the way. Yeah, just saw that you were streaming. How's it going? It's going really well. A quiet night tonight, but yeah, we made the big move. The big move from the resource world to the building world. And we are breaking ground now for what will become a massive plains villa that's kind of medieval, pirate-themed, with all the farms we need, some lox pens for starting to tame lox, and I've decided on this location here. We are at our ideal building location. The trader's here again. But yeah, we just kind of sailed directly to it in the building world here. And we're getting started. Series is getting started, so I'm excited. And I like this spot. I was taking a lot of time to debate if this was the spot I wanted to build in the plains for like the main structure. And I know you saw the post in my community tab. I'm gonna kind of use that sort of medieval pointed roof theme for the build here, I think, for kind of inspiring what I'm gonna do. So I think it'll fit in nicely with the plains. I think it'll really fit in cool with like a landscape, and doing the proper docks to have like a big harbor and just really create a cool all-around base that has everything I'll need, from everything farming, you know, turnips, carrots, onions, flax, barley, everything except for Mistlands can be farmed in the plains. So I figured that was kind of the place to really settle down with some of the biggest infrastructure, I guess. Sounds amazing. Yeah, hopefully it will be. I'm very excited. Very excited to start getting into the cozy, adventurous building side of Valheim. Because all we've really built in this series so far in 28 episodes has been the been just the little log cabin there, I guess. A little bit in Borhaven. Borhaven on here is basically this spot. This is where Borhaven was. So we just, again, set sail from Borhaven, and instead of going to the right in terms of being oriented here, we just went to the left to find that plot of land, and we got it. And the trader happened to be right over there, as well as being over here. So that's really cool that in this world, exploring it over there is an option. Looks like a sweet spot. Several biomes. I love the river harbor spot. Yeah. Yeah, we've got mountains, we've got black forest, and based on the other streams and stuff, we also have meadows over here. We obviously haven't walked to it on this world yet. We've got some meadows, some mountains, black forest, some plains, and a beautiful ocean, beautiful sunsets right out there, sunrises and everything, which I really like as well. It's not very landlocked, and yet we've got plenty of pasture over here to just roam around, ride the loxes everywhere, just have fun. So I'm excited. I think it'll be a beautiful spot. I think once I really start getting the landscaping, which I'll spend a lot of time on, I think it'll come together. Super lucky there. Oh yeah, I know, it's crazy. So yeah, anyone who wants to play this seed, you can sail to the spot over here, and there's probably other spots in here where the trader could spawn in as well. But yeah, it spawned in over here, and in this one it spawned in over here, so it's like over there on the, like, way up the hill in the Black Forest there. Not too bad. Definitely not too bad. My gosh, I'm already full of rocks now again. That's like, that's a couple hundred stone again. Wow, that's gonna be perfect. I need all this stone for the terraforming. This is gonna be great. Alright, let's put it all to its proper chests. There we go. This is gonna be awesome. This is gonna give me everything I need for terraforming. Not everything. I'll probably need a lot more, because I'm planning to do like a really awesome terraforming foundation. And maybe I could kind of pull up a picture for you guys at some point. Maybe in today's stream, maybe in the next stream. I was just kind of doing some searches, you know, on Pinterest, other things. You know where the mind of creative people goes. Oop. Got a mosquito come in. Hot. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man, we did not eat. Yuck, yuck, yuck. That's not good. It's not good at all. Oops. That's my bad. Okay, we're on 33. There we go. We got it. Okay. Never really seen a ton of landscaping with my builds in the past, other than just flattening areas out. Yeah, that's kind of where I started, obviously, but because I love building so much, there's a lot of stuff I've practiced when it comes to landscaping like a full spot. We're gonna kind of go for like a rocky cliffside here that kind of tapers up with a windy path up into a higher like mesa up here, where we're gonna have a big basement cellar area underneath our medieval house. And then that'll taper up. We'll have like a big stone deck that kind of overlooks a bit where the hot tub can be, and then the big house on top of that that tapers down the backside into farms. So I still don't have it fully figured out, but yeah, we'll get there. We're going to use dev commands or anything else to paint or to plant bushes or trees. Trees I'll just plant normally. Although these little guys I can't do in survival. I'll have to use dev commands. But I'm still debating about that. I am wondering if I should use dev commands to bring in some bushes and such. Obviously way later down the road. I still want to do all the building and survival. Just it's so much fun to like figure it all out and do it. You know, I'll do some concept builds with dev commands in my other building world where I'll just kind of mess around and do inspirational things like the community post I posted. But yeah, that's a good question. I'm not sure. You know, if that's where the series seems to go, if it makes sense for me to use dev commands in the landscaping later on, I'm not opposed to doing that necessarily. But yeah, I suppose I haven't really thought of that. I definitely could though. I definitely could for little bushes and landscapey things. It could just look really nice. Because obviously it's not a modded playthrough, but things that are native to the game. Although I feel like mostly it'll be vanilla, because I don't know if I want to go spawning in, like with dev commands, I could spawn in the trader cart, I could do all this other crazy stuff too, so I don't really know, like, how far I'd want to go with that. If you go with a mod, you can use the plant everything mod to plant all those normally unplantable trees or bushes. Okay. That'll definitely be on the mods list if I do a modded playthrough, but yeah, that's actually a good idea, though. I could just use that. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. For now, we're full vanilla survival, but as the builds start coming to life, if it makes sense, I'm not opposed to it, based on, you know, if it feels like the right thing to really bring them to life. Because that could be fun, to create the environment that I'm kind of wanting to go for, because I know I'm going to have to remove some of these bushes and things in the process of terraforming anyway, and it could be cool to bring them back. Nice to have them for just decorations. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Oops, we accidentally hit the ground. That's okay. We'll be building all of that up. Some of these cloudberries are going to have to go as well. Alright, well the rock is gone. We got hundreds of stone from that. So I guess we're kind of ready to start the ground terraforming process. Understandable, I just have those sorts of things for decorations, but I can see it both ways. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, we'll see how it turns out. So I think for this, we're going to start by leveling out this, like, thing to kind of create that mesa table that the tabletop that I was looking for. And then we'll go from there in terms of creating hills, creating this tapered pathway. It's going to take time. It's going to take a lot of time. But I think I've got some ideas. The getting started is always the hardest part. It really is. My thought exactly. Want those there, but needing to remove them is sad since you can't normally get them back. Yeah, exactly. Because, like, I know this little guy will probably go, but that's such a beautiful, like, I love the little, or, like, these little fir trees. These are so cute. You know, I can't plant those. So, yeah, I guess I'm not opposed to using maybe dev commands for just landscaping things in the future. We'll see. And if anyone else watching the replay or anything, you know, I'd love to hear your feedback on that in the comments, too, if you think, it could be nice to sort of add that later down the road. So yeah, I think, gosh, it's so tough to start breaking ground, because I try to be as very minimalistic as possible when it comes to terraforming. Even though I'll do big things that are terraformed, terraforming is one of those things where you don't want to overdo it. You definitely don't want to overdo it. It has to be really purposeful, well thought out, and also not increase the instances too much. So we're gonna go ahead and hit F2 there. We're looking at about 4,400 instances. So that 4,400, that's, I just like to do an instance check beforehand so that as I'm terraforming, I can just get a gauge of where we're at in terms of the lag, because obviously doing a lot of building, I don't want to stack that with a ton of terraforming and end up with like 20,000 instances by the end of a little cabin build. That would just totally not make sense at all. So yeah, we're just gonna keep note of that. About 4,400 instances. It's definitely a little high. Just makes sense though, because we're by a ton of trees. We're by the Black Forest, the plains, the ocean. There's gonna be a bit of instances just from biomeshing and stuff. So it's a little higher in terms of a blank slate. You know, if we were way out there in the plains, it'd probably be a little lower, but that's okay. Not too bad. True, once you do it, you can't undo it. Yeah, exactly. There is a mod that allows you to undo terraforming with the hoe. You know, you can just, like, place the hoe on sections and it'll undo the terraforming that you did on that section the size of a hoe, but it's kind of doesn't really take away the instances that much, I don't think so. So we're strategically thinking it out. I definitely debated doing no terraforming at all and just doing the builds exactly to the land the way it was, but after a bit of thought, it just wouldn't, you know, it wouldn't suit the game very well. Valheim is like the best terraforming video game that's not Minecraft there is, in my opinion. And it feels like I should use those capabilities to their fullest when it comes to really creating a nice landscape. So I'd like to do it. My computer can definitely handle it. I've had builds in the past on creative worlds where I've been able to go up to like 16,000 instances and still had no problem at all. But I also just want to take my brother into consideration, who's got a slightly lower end. Not slightly, he's running it on my old Windows laptop, so as long as he can make it in, then that'll be good. I know he was able to make it in at around 16,000 instances, so kind of keep that. Space Dude, welcome, welcome. Great to catch you live. 2:50 a.m. Oh my gosh, in the UK. Oh, nice. Insomniacs rule. Well, I'm glad you could catch me live. Good to have you here. I'm super glad we've had such nice weather for the past. But yeah, look at this. We can actually see the sunsets and the sunrises because we have all this ocean here. And especially from out there on the Black Forest, like, plateau there, it'll be beautiful. Sorry about the insomnia. Yeah, definitely, definitely. That's tough, but at least you picked a relaxing stream to come to. It's gonna be pretty chill today. Pretty chill. Alright, so yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and level this land out, because either way I'm gonna be building it up. For all my builds, almost all of them anyway, I like to have somewhat high ground. It creates a natural defense against mobs. As I said earlier, we're next to the Black Forest here, so we're gonna kind of build some of this land up. Think about how we want to create our defenses, because those naughty little Grey Dwarfs, as you can see all their droppings from just one night worth, they're gonna come whizzing after the builds. So, oop, we got something. Oh gosh, that's a fueling attack in the boat. Yeah, I don't really want that. Come here, little guy. Might have to put a workbench over here just so we can start stopping the spawning of these things everywhere. But yeah, this'll end up working out, I think. Because the Grey Dwarfs are the biggest thing I gotta worry about with this build, because of the proximity to the Black Forest there. But I think that'll be okay. With a night this clear, we're just gonna go ahead and start the terraforming. I can see just fine, and as long as I can see, I can terraform. But if it's cloudy, I would probably... If I can, like, level out a place here, I could get a temporary bed just to start sleeping through the nights, but I think we're gonna give it a whirl. So, let's see. This is probably gonna be one of the highest points of the land. Right here. And I may even end up building the rest of the land higher than this, kind of tapering up a bit. But this, as of now, seems like it's the highest point of this little lump here. So I think this is where we're gonna call it ground zero. Does that weapon do blunt and puncture damage? Yeah, it does both. It does the blunt and the pierce. So if we hover over it, it's fully upgraded. It does 50 blunt and 63 pierce. So it actually does more pierce than blunt. It's one of my favorite weapons. Built it a few episodes ago, and this thing is just a beast when it comes to pretty well-rounded for every mob in the game. I don't know how it performs in the Mistlands yet, but it does pretty well everywhere else. Definitely my weapon of choice for just tanking it. You typically spawn-proof the area around your builds. Yes, I typically do, in the build, I guess not the resource world, the one that we were in last episode and all the ones before that, I had a bunch of workbenches placed in the Black Forest around because it was, and even with those, it was still so many Great Orcs that were making their way over. But I'll usually hide a workbench in the entrance of a burial chamber, for example, or anywhere where it just really makes sense, or if there's a specific mob spawning there. So, like, I know there's Feelings and Desquitos that like to spawn here down near the boat. So I'd probably place a workbench and stuff down here, but I don't really have to worry about that because this is all going to be built structure anyway. But yeah, I'll typically just look where the worst of it's coming from. You know, if there's a spot where a troll likes to spawn and I don't want him there, I'll definitely go ahead and do a little bit of work there. That's incredible. Yeah, it definitely does a lot of damage, that's for sure. This mace, the porcupine, is a pretty good one to have. Oh, we got a feeling. I was hearing him before. I was like, where is he? So yeah, now it's misty, so I think we'll hold off terraforming for a little bit. Alright, come here, guy. There we go. Oh, we got another one, I think. Maybe. It's a great weapon and pretty. Oh, yeah. Definitely is. Oh, yikes. How many we got? We got 3. Okay. I think I'm okay on the food. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. We're tanking it. We got the best armor we can have before Mistlands, so I'm not too worried about having the best diet right now. We're still rocking some pretty good stuff. Have I found Mistlands yet? Yeah, we actually did in, or not like, you know, I haven't been in them just yet. I got the little, like, Mistlands thing because in the other world, out behind, so we're, like, located over here, out behind the mountain over here, there's some Mistlands. So my brother and I were doing a fueling camp, and there's, like, the big cloud of mist, kind of looks like this, you know, a big cloud of mist there. And so we like, got close to it, but no, I have not gone walking in the Mistlands yet. I have not set foot in it officially. So yeah, that'll be exciting. We'll probably do that in this world here. It'll be a lot of fun. That thing swings super fast, too. It definitely does a pretty good job. Another thing that can determine the swing speed is your skill. So you can see right now that clubs are 47 versus like 28 for swords and stuff. So clubs is my highest weapon skill. And, you know, the higher your skill is, the faster you can, you know, swing and less stamina gets used. So same thing with like a bow, you can draw it back faster, less stamina gets used. So it's also a combination of my skill being at 47 that makes it kind of my best option right now because it defines itself as a club. You still have better food than I used when I fought Yagluth on Wednesday. Yeah, I mean, this is like, so I brought over the best of the best just to get me by because I knew I wanted to start, you know, set foot in the plains biome. But I'm not, like, using up... Well, for that, I used up all my food, because we almost died to the Desquitos, so that's kind of my best diet right now. But I've still got some lox, pies, you know, they're in the boat, I think. Or no, in the chest. I put them in the chest. Got some lox, pies on the ready and stuff in case we need them. But not a ton of them. I definitely want to get some farms going over here soon-ish. Look at those skills. So much higher than mine of a Nomad playthrough. Of course, I have died like 51 times now. Yeah, every time you die, it'll go down like 3 skill points. So I'm happy that we not died in a little bit, so I can at least get my run and jump up there. I'm gonna want them for Mistlands, so I'm at least glad about that. Getting my bow skill up. All right, I hear so many feelings. I just can't see anything. It's a foggy night now. So I guess I've got the health right now if I get hit unexpectedly. So I think we're just gonna start leveling some stuff out here. So let's go ahead and take the hoe, and we're officially breaking ground. This is ground 0 right here. This is where we're gonna level the rest of this patch up to, and then we're gonna terraform on top of that. That's how it's gonna go. That's how the plan's gonna be a little bit. Still can't believe I fought Yogluth the episode after I killed Motor. Yeah, that's amazing. That's really amazing. Ooh, gosh, we got 2 of them. Didn't realize that. There is a fueling camp up there that I probably should go take out. That's probably where these guys are coming from. Although I'm not complaining. They're coming out one by one, and I'm okay with that. For stam food, at least. Yeah, yeah. Like using the ice cream. Yeah, super easy to farm drakes on the mountaintops. Definitely, if I'm in the mountains, ice cream all day. I'll get so many of those freeze glands. It's definitely a great food. Really cheap, makes a lot of them. Didn't have any plains level weapons, armor, or food. It was still all mountain level stuff. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. I have not fought Yogluth before, so I still have yet to do that. We haven't taken out Yogluth, which means we're not setting foot in the Mistlands yet. But we know where he is in the other world. We have his location pulled up, so it's not too bad. Have his location pulled up. It sounds like I'm stalking Yogluth or something. Kind of funny. Alright, so we're just going to do a couple of places with the hoe. Keep leveling it out. This is how I like to raise the ground. As few placements as possible. And we're just going to start really simple right now. And we'll go higher as we go along. This will kind of start creating a base level for our terraforming. Because I usually, like you said, Kong, I definitely usually will just level out something flat and then work from there. It kind of gives a good playing field. But I'm not going to do too much work because, like we said, I don't want the instances going through the roof. But as you can see, we're still 4,400. Nothing too bad, even after creating this little level platform. So it doesn't go up too quick. And I think they've done a lot of stuff to optimize that over the last bunch of updates. Because it's definitely not been, like, terraforming has not been as high in instances as it used to be. Which is really good news. It used to be like 6,000 instances in a place like this just to start with, and I think they've mitigated that a lot. Considering it's really foggy too, so it's really good. Isn't too bad if you know what to expect, even super unprepared. I only died 2 times. Okay. We're still stalking him, part of being the hunter in Valheim. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's true with Yogluth. It's not it's just kind of a sword fight. As long as you dodge the stuff, keep kind of walking around his big hand, the stone fingers. I feel like it's a pretty straightforward fight. Especially if I got my brother to do it with me. We could do it right now. No problem. I've got the silver sword. He just made the black metal sword a little bit ago. So we're ready. We're definitely ready for it. I think he might just get a little bit more food before, but yeah, pretty much there. Alright, we're starting to bring this area to life now. Just bit by bit, raising the land, creating sort of this mesa. That's exactly what I was going for. Exactly what I was going for. Have like the cascading docks down to the ocean there. Early days of the game, wanted to avoid terraforming as much as possible due to instances issues, especially if you wanted to do big building. Oh yeah. Dodging, who needs that? Yeah, I know, you could just tank Yogluth. That's true. I've got good armor. I probably could for a few hits. Yeah, it's true. In the early days of Valheim, I definitely noticed like this, so let's just see where we're at now. This is like good size to build a house. I'll bring it out a little more over here actually. Let's just start doing that quick now. And again, I won't have like such harsh edges and everything. This is a very rudimentary stuff. We'll be blending it and doing all this purposeful stuff to make it look like it's meant to be here. Look like a rock structure in the plains. It'll be cool. You guys will see when it's finished, but yeah, we're pressing F2, still at 4,400 instances. So you guys can see that they've definitely optimized terraforming now. Way, way, way more than it used to be. I mean, right now, we wouldn't notice the difference. We would not notice the difference if this mesa was here or not here. So clearly they've like done some crazy good optimization for that. Just hide behind the figures when he does his breath weapon and the meteor attack. Okay, yeah, maybe I'll try to do that then. I hear something fighting something. Said it's probably a skeleton fighting a great... Oh, I hear a feeling. Alright, feeling. It's still foggy, but... Come at me, wherever you are. No, I don't know where they are. At least they let me know by laughing. They laugh at me from far away, and they sneak up behind me. It becomes the evil laugh. Alright, let's see here. Man, oh, that's attacking my boat. Oh, that's where it was the whole time? Oh, shoot, he took out a cloudberry. Okay, maybe I will use dev commands later down the road to at least bring me back some of my cloudberries that these guys take out. Since the devs don't let us plant them, and they're like so essential in absolutely everything, from stamina meats to, yeah, to a lot of stuff. So, okay, let's go ahead and pop a workbench down over here. Do I have wood in here? I do have some wood. We're gonna go ahead and put a workbench. It'll just stop them from spawning down here by the boat. That way we can repair the boat, because yeah, you already took half the health away from it. Alright, there we go. That'll help a little bit. Alright, this is looking good. Now that the light is coming out, this is definitely what I was going for. So I don't think I'm going to come any closer this way. I think now we're going to start kind of pushing back this way toward the workbench and the chest there. Because I don't want to be too close to the water to limit my possibilities of what I can do near the water. So I think we'll try to start pushing our way over here. Yeah, see this high, like, mesa here is already going to help a lot with those feelings. Starting to kind of border them off a little bit. Makes it an easier fighting ground. There we go. You should do a Let's Build series if you plan to use dev commands. Oh, I definitely will. That would be cool. I haven't really done it as like a series yet, but I definitely do build videos. Not super frequently, but when they come up. I'll do specific, like, you know, if there's any requests or anything based on builds, I'll do here to go more in detail. I've definitely been doing that with dev commands, doing some teaching stuff. I've got, like, how to dig a basement video, how to do log cabin building, all sorts of cool stuff. I definitely hope to do more of that as I settle in when my schedule allows and whatnot, but yeah, it's fun. Once I get everything set up, when I'm home, I'll be starting one of those. Nice. Nice. Yeah, the building is a fun thing. I think a lot of people like to learn how to do the builds. Oh, we got a Duskuto over here. I know he's gonna come after me. Yep. Shlabam. Alright. The little squash sound is kind of satisfying. Maybe even a collab for a build-off. You, Kongville, and me. We could do that. That could be kind of fun. Again, I'd have to, like, actually have the time in my schedule to make that work. Summer's coming up, and most of my work is in the summer. So winter, for me, is my more frequent posting season, that's for sure. So we'll be, you know, I'll at least try to keep it up, like I said, at least once a week, if I can go for that. But we may have to... Yeah, we'll have to see. I'll be posting on my other channel a bunch this summer. That'll be where I'll be at for the mountain bike and everything else there. Marcelo, how's it going? Chisel, how many episodes do you think this series will have until you kill the last boss? Ooh, that's a good question. Or rather, by the time you kill the last boss. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I really cannot predict that. The bosses just kind of come at their own pace. Obviously, killing the queen in the Mistlands does not... Yeah, it is difficult to predict, that's for sure. Does not give me anything that's useful until the Ashlands biome comes out. So I'd say I have no rush to kill the queen until Ashlands is out. I'll definitely be killing Yogluth soon, though, because I'll have to before going into Mistlands. But yeah, until I kill the queen, Probably not till a bit. I mean, again, that could all change. It could be in a few episodes, depending on how well things go, where we find the queen, whatever. It could be in, you know, 40 episodes. I mean, I don't know. And, yeah, it's the kind of thing where I'm just gonna really... This is like the survival side of Valheim for me. It'll go on for quite a while. But I bet all the content leading up to it will be fire. Oh, yeah, totally. And like I said, like, the series isn't gonna end just because I kill the queen or whatever. We're gonna, like, just keep building, you know? It'll be like the relaxed, chill, it's fun to live stream side of things, and then if the building slows down or things, or we're waiting for the Ashlands biome to come out, I'll do tons of, like, building tutorials and stuff like that. For those of you who want to learn more tips and stuff. You have to incorporate design skills in your carpentry work. You seem... have quite a knack for it. Oh yeah, yeah. I do contracting and home remodels and stuff in real life. That's my job. Do excavation, which is terraforming. That's what I'll be doing all summer long with excavators and, you know, bobcats and skid steers and all that stuff. Digging septics and foundations for houses. So yeah, I definitely have a knack for it. It's why I love Valheim. All the terraforming and the building kind of allows me to keep my creative, I don't know, juices flowing in the winter when I'm not out doing it in the summer for real. So it's kind of fun to have Valheim where it's like you got unlimited resources to just do whatever you want. I definitely like the building survival games, that's for sure. If it's going to function good, might as well look good. Everything has to be aesthetically pleasing. Oh yeah, oh yeah. We're gonna make these builds, like, this is gonna be something I'm gonna be passionate about too, in terms of really creating an awesome survival world that just feels lived in, feels really, yeah. Something I stick with for a while. That's what I'm hoping this will be. I haven't really dove into it, like, hopefully hundreds of hours on builds and stuff, but it'll be fun. Funny thing is, I love watching people's live stream building, but I feel like me live streaming building is boring as crap and nobody wants to watch it. Oh no, it's always fun. I always enjoy building and watching it and stuff. Yeah, I think, yeah, you just gotta make it relaxed, you just gotta make it fun, you know? I think, yeah, I guess everyone's got their own, like, characteristics, too. I've just been, like, the reason I got Valheim was for the building. One of the big reasons. So I'm definitely more of a builder. I just really like doing that. Every time I try to build some big base, I just end up with very low FPS. Oh yeah, that's the whole instances thing we were talking about before. To where you just always want to keep an eye on the instances to make sure they're not getting too high there. And because yeah, I can definitely get laggy if the PC can't handle it. But ever plan to start your own business? I'm a business mentor and a graphic and web designer. Just let me know. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. I do appreciate it. Yeah, I definitely, I've got my own business. That's what the excavation and contracting is. Got one other guy that I'll work with now, who's got a lot of the equipment and the trailer to hug it around on. And before I started working with him, I was just doing the, you know, handyman work, contracting and stuff on my own. But just kind of always had my own business since middle school, actually, when I just started, like, carving stuff out of wood to sell at craft fairs. That's how it all started. But yeah, it's all... I've been an entrepreneur. I definitely have that spirit in me for a while now. Part of the problem is my streams are known for my crazy deaths, and when I build, they aren't, there aren't many deaths. Yeah, I mean, I bet you anything they'll just appreciate the building too. Well, of course a lot of people will you know, have a fun time watching your crazy deaths, because I will definitely agree. I have not died in as many ways that are cool. I think I could point out like 2 deaths that were like worthy of being created into like a YouTube short or something, which maybe I'll do. I'll pull out like Valheim funny moments from the last year or two, try to create some shorts out of them in the next few months. I guess we'll see. I hear when Ashlands comes out, there's going to be quite a bit more structural building recipes. Yeah, I think so. I mean, they haven't confirmed any of that, but based on the Twitter posts and stuff of the, content sneak peeks and some of the concept art they're working on, it definitely looks like we're going to get a lot of structural stuff, a lot of arches, a lot of columns, a lot of fortressy building pieces. Some like black lava rock. I think it'll be cool. They're adding awesome building pieces with every update. It's quite exciting. Definitely quite exciting. I'm sure there will be, yeah. That'll be so nice. I'm sure people would be fine watching it. Oh yeah, yeah. They'd be good. They'd be good watching you build. I mean, I get a kick out of, like, watching streams and slow-paced building and stuff, I mean, this episode, like, we're not really... It's not that exciting. We just created a tabletop and we sailed from point A to point B, but, it's interesting and it's fun just to relax and stuff about it, When I have time, I'll watch stuff like that when I've got the time in my schedule to do so, and when I don't, I'll try to at least post as frequently as I can. But, yeah. It's a fun side of Valheim, that's for sure. And I have to eat. I'm not gonna eat a serpent stew right now. I don't really want to. I can't keep being at 24 health in the plains biome. That was what almost got me last time. I'm surprised I even took a hit from the Dusky and didn't completely die there. That was pretty crazy. All right, so we've got the base of where the main house is gonna be here. And like I said, I'm hoping to kind of, it looks like the path just kind of naturally could come like down here and kind of wind around with some cascading docks to create like a nice harbor down here. Yeah, I'm definitely, and then like maybe a little workshop over here, and then the back end of it can kind of fade into some farming back there. So, looks like we've got a feeling again. Hopefully not by the boat this time. For my no map playthrough, I did a death montage of my 35 deaths, but in Nomad I'm now at 51 getting into the plains. Not sure I want to do that montage again. Yeah, that would be a lot of work. That would be a lot of work. I mean, now with the YouTube Shorts, they added like a thing where you can actually start, or I don't know if they already added it or if they're going to add it, where you can take clips from live streams now instead of just normal videos, which could make all that work so much easier. And then they're hoping to have a way where creators can download it and repurpose it into YouTube content from live streams specifically. So I was watching like a, interview with some of the guys at YouTube a couple days ago. They were talking about that. So that could be pretty cool. Oof, we missed the Dusquito. Oh man, he's whizzing around. Alright. Come on, little guy. He's probably not going to be bothered by me. It's not even... Oh, there's a feeling over there, though. Ah! 2 feelings. Alright. Come on. So yeah, a bunch of feelings seem to spawn over there. It looks like by placing the workbench by the boat, we stopped them from spawning by the boat, which is really good. So we mitigated that section. But we might have to do a little bit of spawn mitigation up there. Again, later on. I'm not too worried about it right now, but I guess we'll see. True, that might help. The main problem is going back through all the hours of video behind them. Yeah, that's definitely true. Yeah, I feel like if I don't pull the clip out, like, as soon as I end a stream, like, I feel like I'll never go back and try to fish it out later. Because it won't be fresh in my memory of when it happened. So I definitely feel you there. Alright, this is looking good. I'm debating how high I want to build it. I think... Alright, let me see if I can actually get a picture in here of what I'm just gonna have the escape screen there for a second. I want to see if I can pull up an image of a little bit of the style I want to go for. Let's see. See if I can find something here. Ah, here we go. I found an image. Let's see if I can actually Save it in a spot that I want. Alright, pictures. There we go. And let's see if I can pull it up on my, my thing here. Alright, image. So I'd like to show you guys kind of a bit of the style of what I'm wanting to go for. So can you see my, can you see the image on my screen now? Hopefully it'll be pulled up here pretty soon. Oh, that's the hope anyway. Maybe it's only gonna be black for a little bit, but I'm hoping that the image will at least, let's see, I can pull it a little more. Hey, there we go. It looks like it's pulled up. Put it a little more center here. So you guys can sort of see the style of what I'm going for with the building. So I really enjoy the, I don't know, I really enjoy that style of kind of the, yep, you can see it, awesome. Thanks for that confirmation. So I really like the style of that medieval house look that's a little bit steampunky, pirate themed, yet really clean, medieval, simple, cozy, yet spacious, and seems like it could have everything I need. You know, this house looks to be like 3 or 4 levels high, and it's got a really cute stone foundation, a really nice cellar area that I feel like could just be really cozy, and like that little cellar door there, you know, I could use like the little Mistlands Draugr door for it, and I could have like a really cool storage room under there, sort of gothic style in parts. Yeah, definitely. It's got a lot of style, a lot of character in it. This is just actually a plastic model of like what some people will put on their like electric train tables in their houses or stuff. So it's like a place that sells those, and this one just caught my eye. I was like, you know, that's kind of a cool style. Love the idea of the upper floor overlapping the lower floor. Definitely. I really want to go for that. That's like a must, where I can kind of use these buttresses to pull it out a little more and create more of that medieval vibe to make it look more of this fantasy cottage style. Rather, yeah, to where like the foundation feels strong and solid because of the stone there, yet, you know, it kind of gets narrow, allows for that nice stone patio there out front, and then comes up into this cool, you know, this wild house that's a little more fantasy than realistic, I guess, but looks really cool in my opinion. So I'm kind of just so you guys have a sense of like some inspiration, and that was what inspired my build over in the community section of my YouTube channel. That little like test build that I did with dev commands a few days ago. Just seeing if I could make something with a steeper pitched roof actually work. And I think I kind of pulled it off. There's a little bit tweaking I can do, but I think it'll work, and I think I'll use that concept to do a steeper pitched roof. Bit like the Elizabethan streets, England in the 16th century. Yeah. Definitely. It's an old one. It's an old look, but I love it. I really love it. So, yeah. So I'm debating that kind of stone foundation is what we're ultimately trying to taper this terraforming into. You know, I'm trying to make it so that this thing kind of sits up high. There's a basement, and then we've got kind of this stone foundation with a windy staircase that goes up to ultimately the foundation of the house. You know, I'm hoping for like a big house. That'll be the house part of the build, and then I'll have like a separate little workshop area, a little barn out back, you know, really just deck out this area. A nice harbor, some beautiful farms. It'll be exciting. It was for sure a good first shot at it. Yeah, okay, thanks. I'm definitely, yeah, there's more stuff I want to tweak, a little more chimney work I think I want to do, and just make it a little more proportionate, I guess, but it's, you know, it looks a little funky if you really stare at it for a long time with the way the roofs kind of overlap each other, but it's not that bad. Yeah, it's really not that bad. And we could actually go take a look at it. I could just log into that world right now if you guys want to. and just show you all what I'm talking about. See if we come up with some sort of tweaks I could make, how I could kind of envision something like it sitting in this area. Bit of a mix between Gothic and Addams Family. Oh yeah, definitely. That was very Gothic though. That was very Gothic inspired. So I think, yeah, you can definitely see the resemblance there. But yeah, that could definitely work. That could definitely work in terms of sort of bringing that, yeah, bringing that house into the environment that I'm going for. Again, I'm not going to build this exact house because there's a lot of tweaks I'd have to do just to make it like Valheim compatible, but it's a cool inspiration, that's for sure. It's definitely a cool inspiration. So yeah, I'd be interested to see how it looks inside. Okay, you know what? Let's go do it. We're at a pretty good place right here in terms of the flat surface, and again, like I said, a lot of these episodes are going to be more of the cozy building, a little bit of adventure, some fishing. We're really settled in now in terms of the character grinding. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at that little concept build that I did in the community section of YouTube. Just so you guys can kind of see, I'm just going to go into my dev commands character. And we're going to go to... It goes in building tutorials. We're going to go ahead and log in over there. Yeah, this will be fun. Then I can kind of... I did a little bit of messing around on the interior. It's nothing fancy, but you guys can kind of see how it looks on the inside for something that small. I think for the plains biome, I'm going to go a little bigger with it. Because that concept build was definitely too small for like a main house. But the concept was... I was essentially just trying to create something with a steep roof. So let's go in and... Alright, we're just gonna set some parameters here. Actually, alright, so here we've got the concept build for you all to envision, see what it looks like. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So this is the steep roof concept that I was talking about. We kind of just did a bunch of overlapping of the normal 45s. Did some fancy stuff to bring it into a point, you know, to make it look even steeper than it really was, ultimately. And again, I know I've got some requests to do tutorials for the steep roof. If I really end up nailing it in the Wilderheim series, I'll definitely do a tutorial on the steep roof. I know I've got tutorials on wanting to learn how to do the chimneys the way I do them. But this chimney's a little fat. I might want to kind of... There's a few design things that I might want to do to, yeah, to change that or bring the chimney somewhere else. But this build actually has a lot of the essentials for, like, end game, you know, being compatible. As you can see, there's the little cabin that I did in the last tutorial of simple log cabin building. But yeah, if we go here, you know, I just kind of did that more pirate themed, you know, got the big fish on the front, the more like caged off windows, with the shutters, the lanterns, kind of creating this like kind of, I don't know, ominous vibe. Again, lots of like aggressive trim around the windows, very kind of rickety yet clean looking, I guess. So yeah, we go inside here, and this is the first level, which I just turned into a kitchen. And this, yeah, we've got the full hearth here. We've got the cauldron, iron cooking station. The cauldron is max level, by the way. Level 5. We've even got the little Mistlands upgrade up there in the cabinet. Yeah, we've got some food storage, I guess, on both sides. Got 2 ovens. Is that big? A 4-level tuna? Yeah, it's a level 4 tuna. We actually have one of those in the other world that we picked up off the beach. But yeah, it's cool. I like the big high-level fish that just make a cool decoration piece. It's pretty neat. Yeah, we've got all the cooking stuff we need down here. Lots of storage. We've even got the fermenter, black metal chest hidden underneath it, 2 black metal chests behind the stairs here. And we head up the stairs. We've got some nice like windows up the stairwell. And we come up here. I guess this could be an event room. You know, sort of like an event planning storage room, I guess. So definitely looks kind of cool. Love the yeah, croc trophy on the outside. Terrify your enemies. I know, right? I am a fisherman. Come no closer. Yeah, it looks pretty clean. You know, it works as a little room. And then we have yet a third level here, which is the bedroom. So this is at the peak of the house. We've got like a nice little desk treasure room. You know, I always just like to do some interior just to see how it'll turn out. Again, I didn't really spend much time doing the interior on this one, but yeah, it's just a bit of a concept. Fits the bed. Even can put personal chests on these little kind of shelves. I don't know. These little shelves are essentially created by these roof overlaps to create that steep pitched roof. So you can see that even though it looks like a cute little build from the outside, and even though these like roof overlaps might seem like they might really affect the interior, they actually don't too much. You know, this little build, you know, I kind of did the flag on the top, some spikes. I don't know, I was just messing around on this one, but we kind of got those, like, that little buttress look to make the upper level overlap the bottom level a little bit. And it turned out pretty good, all things considered. You know, a lot of things from this build I could definitely use as inspiration to create a pretty cool house in the Plains biome like that. This is the first time I'm kind of building in this style, I guess, which is kind of fun. I like switching up styles every now and then. But yeah, and then I just had the ovens like sticking right out. They don't even have their own chimney. They just stick out the wall, and that's how the smoke gets out. So that could be kind of fun. But it definitely turned out well. As you can see, the pointy roof really didn't affect the interior too much. I have plenty of yeah, I've got plenty of space. I can kind of use these little shelves where the roof comes in and overlaps to put things on. You know, like the personal chests or item stands, or I could even do like item stands with circling trophies and have like this ambient light on the walls. So it's pretty cool. You know, it definitely fits a lot for how small this build is and how, you know, how much you kind of cramp in here. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Inside isn't as affected by the roof as much as I expected. Yeah, it definitely ended up working out better than I had originally expected. I mean, yeah, I was literally just like talking in my head. I was like, you know, how could I somehow create something like that in Valheim where we don't have roofs that are super high pitched, which could be super cool. I mean, devs, if you're watching this, like, you know, if you want to add roofs that are this steep, you know, like a roof piece that was like that would be sick. That was essentially what I'm trying to go for this. Is it matches that angle right here that we get with the black marble building pieces. But obviously it would be way too much to to try to build a black marble roof on the house, and it wouldn't really look very roofy without the shingles. So, I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think this is you think I pulled it off kind of with the steep roof vibe-ish? I mean, I know it looks a little silly with the overlap here. I don't need these planks here. I could destroy these guys, but they just kind of, I don't know, add a little bit of texture to the build. Could look kind of cool. But yeah, you know, it looks cool. It looks cool, and I think I love the steeper roof concept. It just makes it look so much more, I don't know, medieval and goth, like you guys are saying, than the normal 45s. Because if I just continue this 45-degree roof, it would end right here. Like the roof peak would be where this window is instead of all the way up there. So we're kind of gaining twice the height without making the build look too massive, I guess. Which is, I don't know, it's kind of fun, but gosh, I'd love a steep roof piece. That would be a dream come true. Yeah, it would be pretty cool. It'd be pretty cool to have, you know, now that they finally added that angle, what is it, like a 64-degree angle, I think, is what these are. I don't even know if they say in the building tab, but what do they say? Yeah, they don't say the angle, but I think it's a 64 or 63.5 degree angle here, and they clearly made it work, you know, up 2 meters over 1, and that's essentially what we're trying to recreate by overlapping these 45s here. I think it looks pretty dang good. I love it. Awesome, yeah. What does it look like without the half walls in between the roof pieces? Let's find out. It opens it up a little more. It also, yeah, you know, it's not bad. It actually looks kind of nice that way. They might have actually been too much when I think about it. That's where, you know, I might have added a little too much. I tried it also without this, like, roof flange that comes out, like, without these pieces here. But I didn't like it as much. I like having those there. It just kind of brings it, like, I don't know, gives it a little more of a base, I guess. But it also doesn't look bad with these things gone. But yeah, I mean, I'd probably, to be honest, I probably would leave these pieces out. I don't know if I like them there. I mean, they're kind of cool, but it does make it look a little funky, I guess. Because if you look at this thing from far away, like, that's not bad. And without those pieces in the middle there, it definitely could end up working out. Looks like I got a beehive right behind me. There it is. Here's some other, while I'm at it, here's some other Mistlands concept builds that I've been doing. Just messing around with. We've got the endgame, I guess, inspired by the Draugr fortress things. Before we even had the door as a build piece. This is like my, I guess, an endgame crafting room is what I was going for here. So we've got everything we need crafting-wise. And then this was another cool build that I'll walk you guys through here. Yeah, not sure which looks better in my opinion. They both look great. Yeah, they definitely do. It's a hard decision in a case like that to make. But I might do separate videos on these, like, build tours. But this was a really cool little Fisher's Cove or something that I did. And you know what? Now that we have the proper door, I'm gonna just put that there. Because I want it to be there. There we go. Now it actually works. With the walls, it seems almost like it adds more height. Yeah, yeah. It definitely, like, the visual illusions are a big thing to kind of consider. I built the dock from the teaser. I did. I kind of I built this right after that trailer came out and the Mistlands update was released. To where I was like, I liked the cozy feel of the dock there. I tried messing with a crane, using the stone cutter and some shields and some torches here for the, like, chain coming down. And you can actually place item stands on these hanging braziers and put fish on them. And that was a cool thing that I was kind of messing with in terms of the fishing vibe. Again, some more of these will fit more in the Mistlands biome, for sure. But yeah, like, this has got Angler's Den is what I call it. We got the big angler fish on the front. You can tell I like hanging big fishes on the thing. But we've got a beefy build here, a really thick black marble mini build. This is, like, super cozy and cute. We've still got the table, got the fermenter, got storage. We've got the cauldron, the full hearth, chests. We've got chests under here, the armor stand, and we head up the staircase here. And we've got a nice little balcony to look out over there. We've got storage in here, even more storage, a nice little window to look down over the dock, and the full bed here, and then even more storage back here. And we head up here, and it's the lookout tower. We've got the ward, a nice little seat, and the ballista, of course, to protect the build. And this one I did use the black marble roof concept to make it look a little more steep pitched. So I did use that as kind of a trick there. So as you can see, if I head out here, you can, yeah, it looks really steep and pointy on the top because I used the black marble there. But yeah, another like cute concept build that I was messing with. Just interesting styles that I don't usually do in my Wilderheim series, so I figured it'd be fun to show you guys a little bit of some of the, I don't know, some of the other stuff I do, just to inspire my building juices and come up with ideas of things I might want to do in the Wilderheim series. So yeah, it's kind of fun. Man, seeing these builds just reminds me of how much I still need to improve on my building ability. Well, I'm glad. I mean, you can, like, rewatch this portion of the video forever. I could do, like, mini tutorials on, or, like, tours on these builds or something and put them into separate videos. If you guys are interested or something, but... And then I also just had, like, a little grate out here thinking that maybe if there was, like, a back patio, you could access the fire and cooking stands from outside as well. Just like if you're a fisherman, you just want to bring your fish, hang out around a bonfire over here, just cook the fish. Kind of have this indoor-outdoor fire pit. So yeah, just some weird, funky concepts, I guess, is what these have all been. But I think a lot of inspiration I might pull from the combination of this, and then we'll be kind of pulling some of the inspiration from this in our Mistlands builds in the very far future of the Wilderheim series. I'm kind of wanting to do, like, modify some of the existing fortresses of the Draugr encampments and things like that to make them into, like, mini fortresses with pretty cool abilities and stuff. But yeah, I like how I kind of integrated the black marble into the wood. How the house just kind of pops out of it like that. It looks kind of natural. It looked really cool with the black marble environment too of the Mistlands. Do I ever dig moats as protection rather than stake walls? I actually used to. When I had my first playthrough of Valheim, that was all I did. That's actually how I got really good at terraforming, by the way. For those of you who want extra terraforming practice, is do lots of moats and way overdo it, because you gotta go to two extremes before you can find that happy medium of, you know, what's the sweet spot of how much terraforming do I want to do. And yeah, my first playthrough of Valheim, I did not know what the mobs were. I didn't know how powerful any of them were. So my friend and I were just like, you know what, let's just create a massive rectangle platform, dig a huge moat around it, and yeah, nothing got through. Absolutely nothing got through. And it was in the meadows too. It was like this big, like, castle with a moat in the meadows biome. It sounds so silly, but yeah, I was way over prepared and way over scared because I'd never played Valheim before. But yeah, I definitely dug a lot of moats until I realized that unless it's like a specific castle build that calls for one, I've kind of dialed back on my terraforming a little bit to try to create more of a natural look while still adding natural defenses of building on higher ground, for example, and then still using stake walls and other things just for the looks. You know, I don't always mind protecting my base. Anytime a raid happens, I always get out of the house. For example, you know, a raid will happen, I'll come out of the house, I'll just kind of walk in circles around the house, and they don't bother the house at all if I do that. And then when the raid's over, I'll just take care of them. So that's how I protect the houses mostly. And I'll usually build houses in a way that they're not surrounded by enemies. So for example, if I was building a house, let's just say the meadows were like plains or black forest. I'd build a house like here, I'd build a house here. Places where the mobs are not gonna be surrounding me. So having at least one side of my house or my building location be facing water, for example, so like, because water is a safe biome. I mean, if you're not in it, there's no serpents or anything that are going to be on shore biting at your house. So I'll build like along the waterfront as a safe way so that I only have to protect like the backside of my house, for example, which is a lot easier to do. Or in the Black Forest, like I'll build near an edge or near the meadows instead of right in the thick of the Black Forest with a big build, because I don't want it to, you know, be surrounded from all around. Except I found the moats created more lag in my game. I usually just add double deep stake wall now. Yeah, moats will create a ton of lag due to the instances. So if you're doing terraforming, you're going to be adding lots of lag if you're really extensively doing it to the point of moats and crazy high walls. Stuff like that. You know, if I took my hoe out and just started building the wall of China all around these bases, you know, I could go up like crazy high if I go pick like some spot over here. You know, we could just build some crazy high wall. Like that's probably only like half the height. I mean, yeah, right there. So we could build like a wall like that, but that's gonna create so much lag in the game. It's just not worth it. So yeah, you definitely want to kind of find that happy medium of where terraforming dials back to not create too much lag, yet still kind of blend into the natural environment, look really good with the specific build. But nowadays, my terraforming is mostly digging basements because it opens up a whole lot more square footage on the house, I guess. So digging basements and also doing lots of like landscaping, you know, making like artificial rocks outside or other things with like, you know, if I wanted to make like a little rock, I'll literally just like take the hoe, pull it up a little, just kind of do something like that, and then take like the level tool and then maybe, yeah, no, that's like a little rock, for example, and then I'll take the cultivator and, you know, deck it out around there, things like that, and I'll kind of do little features like that to kind of add texture to my landscape around builds and such. But yeah, that was a fun little sidetrack, I guess. But I guess now we, after today's stream, we definitely have a clear idea, a much clearer idea. You guys have a clear idea, those of you watching the replay as well, and just to know what we're going after for the Wilderheim builds, some of the inspiration I've done with these builds I've used dev commands for, and yeah, kind of the styles that I'm going for here and there. Yeah, just a little bit of sneak peek of that. Did that in my first game, built a massive terraformed wall around my compound, and it, along with my dozens of wolves, tanked my frames to about 3 or 4. This was before they optimized the terraforming too. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. They've optimized it a ton. So it's definitely like, I could probably get away actually with creating a wall that high around my whole compound now, but it's just not worth it. It's the kind of thing where it's so big, and if it's not done correctly, it could be kind of ugly in the long term. So I tend to not do things like terraforming too far, because it's not something you can just undo easily. Yeah, a little bit of something here and there. I'll definitely do some terraforming. It's nice. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, of course. It was fun to kind of explore some little building ideas. But yeah, something like this is essentially what I'm going for. And even with another level below it, like we're talking a lot bigger than this, a little more texture, even more jet outs, more interest, a bigger kitchen. This was, again, I was literally just trying to see if I could pull off a steep roof look, and I definitely think it worked out. It definitely worked out, and didn't affect the interior too poorly, so yeah, that was cool. And we'll definitely use some inspiration from these going forward. And again, as I said before, if any of you want specific tutorials, I know the tutorials on my list, my upcoming list, are definitely chimney tutorial. For how I do these chimneys that don't even have a roof piece over them, yet they don't actually go out when the rain comes through. So it's a really cool design that I've just felt really solid on for the last chimneys that I built. So yeah, I'll do a chimney tutorial for sure. I know I've had a lot of requests for that, because I do like the same chimney on every build I do, because it just works so well. And then maybe I'll do a steep roof tutorial down the road, you know, after a little bit of building in the Wilderheim. But with that, I don't think we'll log back onto Wilderheim. I think we'll do that next episode. I think between now and next episode, I will do a little more contemplating about how I want to incorporate the style of building that I'd want to do with this medieval Gothic, steeper pitch. I don't know, the coziness of it a little bit. Do I use the crossed 45-degree beams? I definitely do. Quite often. It depends. You know, I use them on some roof peaks, and I won't on others. It just depends on, you know, for a build like what you see on the screen now. Obviously this wasn't done in Valheim, but I wouldn't use the cross pieces on that. Just, you know, I like the point. I like the sharp point on those. But I always like to do some sort of like texture on the outside, whether it's the cross or a point or a trophy up there or something like that. But yeah, I'll be contemplating how I want to incorporate this design into my building in the plains, maybe do a little bit of terraforming, and then next episode we can really hit the ground, literally, quite literally, not just, no pun intended, with the pickaxe, and actually start getting the building together, finishing up some terraforming, and maybe starting with some of this stone structure to create the cellar look that I'm going for. So yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. I'm really excited to start diving into that a little more. Sorry, I mean to protect the fire. Oh no, I don't actually. This is entirely done in stone. No wood crossbeams. Pretty cool. I'll do a video about it. But see, if I set the environment to be it should start storming. There we go. Clouds are forming. Looks like we're gonna create like a Mistlands storm or something here. I didn't actually think of that though, Kongil, to use wooden beams to protect it from the fire. But that's definitely a way to, because that's how I could do it here. Because the thunderstorms are the only ones that'll like, they'll put it out like that. Because thunderstorms are intense. They'll come through this little hole in the chimney. But sometimes if it's lightly raining, I'll still like have a little diagonal here or something. But I didn't think of that. You gave me an idea of how I could enhance this design even more to like fully never have the fire go out even during a thunderstorm. So that could be kind of cool. Keep an eye out for that one as well. Yeah. Cool. Well, definitely start thinking about some episodes. But yeah, I'm super stoked to start diving into the building of Wilderheim. We'll obviously be back in the resource world plenty of times, farming tar and silver and iron and copper and all those goodies, and then bringing them over to the Wilderheim building world. But super excited to start finally diving more into that. Watch some of Erica's builds. Okay, yeah, I'll have to check that out. She uses that that beam technique for the chimney. Because, yeah, I've done like lots of chimneys where I'll find some roof design or something, but I love how this one like kind of protects half the fire, doesn't always go out, and then it still allows for the smoke to ventilate and to be able to see that. But it's kind of cool. Just 245 angle beams, that's all you need. Awesome. Like, just right over. I will definitely give that a try. Because totally, like you said, 45-degree beams don't rot, and they actually count as a roof piece when it comes to, like, you could free place a bunch of 45-degree beams and literally have a roof over yourself. So I'll give that a try, actually. Thanks for that little tip. See, you've got some building up your sleeves, Convila. You've got it there. Alright, well, with that, I've gone definitely over 2 hours today, but it was all fun. We definitely did a lot in this episode. Yeah, Erica's, her Ericant Game is her channel. Yeah, she's doing some Valheim streams over there as well, so her and Kongfield here, if you guys want to check them out. Yeah, they're doing like a Farmheim series and some cool stuff together as well. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Again, comment with any other, I don't know, any other, like, suggestions or questions or inspirations or things, and we'll definitely, yeah, we'll definitely get started building a lot more stuff. Yeah, she just stream and post on YouTube. Yeah, she's definitely cool. She's definitely cool. There's a lot of good ones out there for sure. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I will probably see you in the next few days. I'll do another live stream. I know today was super chill. Not a ton of people on today, but it was fun for those of you who can make it live. And now we have some inspiration for the future. Definitely. Yeah, really enjoyed this. Awesome. I'm super glad. It's been a fun stream. Have a great night. Yeah, you guys have a great rest of your day, or morning or evening, wherever you're from. And I will definitely see you all in episode 29. We'll be really diving into taking some of these concepts and bringing them to life in survival, to create an awesome homestead in the plains there. And for those of you maybe who joined in this last half of the stream, check out the first bit and see where we're at, see our location, where we're starting to build. Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. So, hope to see you all soon.